Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy Degenerate coming at you with some propaganda today on this beautiful morning of September 4th, 2019. And today we're going to talk about Bitcoin trading and some shitcoin trading and my opinions on this. I'm going to start out by saying that this is propaganda. Everything that you view relating to persuading you to act in a certain way is propaganda. It is, it always will be, and that I have become a better trader when I removed myself from the online aspect of keeping up with other people's ideas, because everyone has an agenda, and if you can't form your own ideas, or if you're influenced by other ideas to help form your ideas, how do you know if someone is a bad actor? That's a real pitch to continue watching this video, I know, but just hear me out here, and you can write down in a notebook your own opinions, form them, think about it. The price of Bitcoin is subjective. People are just willing to interact at this price, this 10.5. That's what people decide is the fair price at the moment. I don't believe Bitcoin cost miners $10,500 to mine Bitcoin at the moment. They can probably let go of it for cheaper. I know some mining operations stopped turning off their rigs around the $4,000 level. And I know next year we're going to have half the Bitcoin released per block. So if we're already calculating that into the price of Bitcoin when we still have another 9 or 10 months or so, maybe Bitcoin around the $9,000 level. Sure, but that's 9 or 10 months away. So, Bitcoin doesn't need to be trading at this level, but if we all agree that Bitcoin is undervalued because of its properties as money, if we decide that that is better than our current system, and we decide, me and you, and we convince others to also accept Bitcoin and exchange with Bitcoin, then it becomes a currency for us, for me and for you and for everyone else that wants to use it as a currency. That might be because it's instantaneous, it doesn't take Labor Day off, it's censorship resistant, it doesn't charge you banking fees, your bank doesn't loan out, your Bitcoin wallet doesn't loan out your balance to others to make a profit and then still charge you for banking fees. It doesn't take a long time to go from me and clear over to you. You can have it within like an hour and you can send it to someone else, and that's incredible. There's plenty of other reasons why you could argue for Bitcoin. I assume you've done your research and you're a fan of Bitcoin. But if more people come into the space whenever they come in, whatever the level of Bitcoin's at, or whenever they start looking at Bitcoin, that now becomes their subjective reference point. So if they come in at 10,000, prices below, at least momentarily or temporarily, become cheaper. They become more enticing, while prices above get people excited. They talk about it. They want to tell their friends how much money they're making. Then their friend buys it. They buy it up here. Let's say they buy it at 13 or 14. And it starts going up because more people are coming in, because of the network effect. You tell your friends, they tell their friends, and it keeps spreading like a virus. But the only thing that you need for Bitcoin to work is for people to use it, and then true price discovery becomes the thing. ICE, the Intercontinental Exchange, is releasing a futures market that is settled in Bitcoin, and like 3 or 4 weeks from now, I think it's 3 weeks from now. If that's something that you didn't know about, they aren't going to have a reference point for starting bids. You are they are the reference point for Bitcoin, and I believe that's traded on the New York Stock Exchange. Everything else ICE has is traded through the NYSE. So you're dealing with real money, and it's not real, but like a larger value of money. And if you can trade that into something hard as a store of value, that's really attractive, because since the 70s, we've just seen a decline in the middle class, and at this point, the wealthy, or what me and you would probably consider wealthy, their money is there, but a lot of it is in investments that aren't very liquid. They can't cash it out and use it. You get paid stock options as a CEO, but if you cash out all your stock options, your company's price, there's probably not someone to swallow it. So you got to release your stock options slowly, and if you just let it go all at once, you're gonna tank your price. So the billionaires can't cash out, but if the billionaires cash out into something hard like Bitcoin, and it'll drive the price up significantly. But again, this is propaganda. So now that I've got that out of the way, and well, let's look at the charts. Obviously, monthly, we're looking at, I'm going to go back to that real quick. If we close anywhere above 10,000, that's an engulfing candle. It's only the 4th day of the month, so, the volume's not there. But ideally, I would want to see it close above like 11,000 or so. I believe 11.1 is where... Yeah, probably like 11.3, maybe 11.1. If you have a close above there, that'd be real bullish. If it breaks below this 9,000 mark, you figure out where you want to buy. Look at the longer term charts. The volume profile tells you a lot about where the buyers have been previously. Let me fix that. So here, yeah, if you close above 11.2 on this week, you know, it's bullish. Your volume's still not there. You want to see your volume increase in the direction that you're trading, because that's new people buying. In most cases, I mean, it's a zero-sum game, so there's always people buying and selling. But if there's more volume coming in on the buy side, price is likely going to go up. If there's more pressure on the downside, price is likely going to stagnate or continue to go down. As you work within triangles, volume generally falls off until you break to one side or the other. So here we're in a triangle down there, and then we're in a triangle right here. Really, you can get it a little closer. There's some false breakouts, but you expect to see volume decline as it stays in here. But if it breaks out this way, you're going to see volume come in. And if it breaks out this way, you're going to see, at least above average volume. But I would expect something like this candle or that candle. It's a really interesting period for Bitcoin. If it doesn't break out, then this triangle loses all significance, and I would just say we're back in a range. Personally, and then look towards the moving averages to long it. But currently, with this price of Bitcoin, where it's been for so long, altcoins look attractive. And they are shitcoins. All altcoins are shitcoins. I can't state that enough. Because a currency is only what you value it, and these exist to grab more Bitcoin. They do. That is their whole existence. And if they're not here to make more Bitcoin, or to allow you to acquire more Bitcoin, you probably don't believe in Litecoin or Dragon Chain or whatever the fuck shitcoin of the week is, Raven Coin. They don't have better developers than Bitcoin. They don't. The good developers are working on Bitcoin. And a lot of these projects, they have some venture capitalists and some PR projects sponsoring it. But it's all novelty. It's not, your community's not there, and it's gonna fall out of favor. And if it falls out of favor, you're still gonna have the supply, but the demand is gonna be gone. Just like memes, you see a meme, it pops off, it's real funny for a couple weeks, and then people forget about it, and then there's a new meme that you start seeing everywhere, or or whatever the fuck. Supply and demand is real, and it's especially real with altcoins. And if I see an opportunity to sell you some shit at a higher price, I'm gonna do it. When you're looking here, you don't need a lot of weeks to sell shit. People that bought Litecoin October 30th, 2017, they bought it for $54 about. If you would have held that, or did I say October 30th? If you would have held it for less than 2 months, you could have made upwards of $400 on that. You could 10x your money within a month. Now I don't feel sorry for I do feel sorry for the people that bought this up here, that thought it was a good idea, because they're uninformed. But it's a painful lesson, and you will hopefully keep learning about supply and demand. This is a great example of it. If you have the demand for it but not the supply, because everyone's holding on to it because they think it's going to go forever, then the price increases exponentially, and then people start slowly releasing their Litecoin off. People hold on to their losses longer. It looks like it bottomed here on $22, $23, if you remember that. But currently, when we're looking at the weekly, we have support right about there. And last week we saw this make a low, $62, but we had a high of $140 just like 2-3 months ago. So if you're looking at longing this from a USD perspective, I'd risk like a ninth of my account, sure. And if you're looking at a 3-to-1, you're looking at Bitcoin raising like $17. If you want a 4, what is this? This is almost a 4-to-1. This is where I see your next resistance coming in when you look at the volume profile. Over here, there's more buyers and sellers around this $90 level. It also comes in line with here. So I would sell a third of my position right here. And you have some more resistance up here around the 120 level. You could sell another third of your position right there. At this point, if you sell a third of your position at the first 2 levels, this is going to make you 1%, or it's going to make you like 1.25%. Then up here, you're going to make almost 3%, so you're up 4% or so at that point. Let's say 3.5%. But you really don't have a lot of resistance. If it breaks this 150 range, you have 170, you have 218, you have 270, and after 320, it's open range. So if you're expecting an alt season and you want to hold USD, I think it's favorable. It's a risk that I'm willing to take currently, and maybe you will too. While I'm at it, I'm going to look at the BTC version for the trading pair. And this is part of why I would buy this. It opened in September 2016, trading with the Bitcoin value about the same amount of Satoshis, alright? You see that over here? This is the opening of the chart. It went down all way low, down to 29 Satoshis at one point. Even half this price. So just, keep your stops tight. We've had on the weekly 9 weeks plus 3, so 12 weeks where it's been trading lower. Tom DeMark would say if you're looking to be ultra safe, because this count can go on forever, you'll wait for this to flip into a green one. So in other words, when the price starts trading above the close 4 periods previous, that is when you would long it. But at that point, you've already given up like 7-8%. And if my stop is still down here, I'm not into that. I'm gonna do it now. I'm impatient. I'm a degenerate here. On the 3-day, you have an aggressive 13 count with the Bitcoin pairing. Also, it's already hit 12. On the 1-day, you have a 9 count. This right here is what you normally see as bullish. This candle right here from yesterday. The volume is not that attractive, if we're being honest. Real low volume. And if this closes lower, also again, not very attractive. But could be a fake out. If you're looking to long in BTC, Litecoin, and you could take profit at 7,800 Satoshis because of this, but also I would probably take it before it started here at 83 Satoshis. You would take profit up here at like almost 1.1, 0.01. But for most of its life, it's traded above this. So do I have like if everyone's already sold, if everyone's underwater, that's a great time to profit off of it. While I'm at it, I'm gonna pull up 0x. 0x on a weekly. It's only had 1 week where it's traded lower, and that currently is trading at 1586. Back December 2017, it was trading for almost a little bit less than 1200 Satoshis. The following week, it was trading upwards of 2300 Satoshis and a high of 2700 Satoshis. So that's great for gambling opportunities. While I'm at it, I'll pull up a MACD, moving average, convergence, divergence. You see on the weekly, this is pretty low. So you pick large variations and you long it back to its median. At least that's how I read the MACD. Looks like it's really coming in on the 3-day. You have an aggressive 13 show up here, starting September 1st. On the daily, you have an aggressive 13 as well. And it looks like it's been building here. If this comes back below here, and this is why you keep your stop tight and your risk managed. But I would gamble on this. Finally, let's look at the USD pairing of it. It looks like, from a MACD perspective, it is prime to be bullish. Let's pull up an RSI. You can see starting August 13th, we've had divergence on the daily. Especially on August 29th when you had lower lows and you had higher lows. So right now, if you want to hold USD because you don't want to buy Bitcoin because of the volatility, I understand that. I'm gonna long this with USD. Where would I cut? I'd probably cut it under 15 cents. And if I'm cutting it under 15 cents, my 3-to-1 now becomes at 21 cents. And where's the volume profile? A lot of the volume starts to come in 21 cents. Upwards of 25 cents. And if it breaks 40 cents or 37 cents, you're already having almost a 2.5x by the time it breaks out of this range. If it breaks out of the range, you have a lot to profit here. That sounds like a great way for me to wait for a trade. When you're looking at the weekly, you have lower lows over here in February of 19. Of course, you know, it only measures the past 14 periods. But there is divergence here. And you are past the 9 count. And it looks like your target is about 34 cents. That's when the 9 count started. But I love y'all. And I hope you always manage your risk. And I hope that you continue to learn and research, and that you profit in the future, and that your dreams come true because of your work. If you have any good recommendations, if you have questions or comments or concerns, give me a call, leave a comment, whatever y'all would like. And always remember to manage your risk and think for yourself. As much as I would like y'all to keep watching these videos, I want to be able to pass on the tools for you so that you can form your own opinions and you can be set for the rest of your life. So if there's a way that I can do that, that would benefit you particularly, just reach out, let me know, and I'll do the best that I can. I hope that you enjoy your day. I hope that you prosper.